What is up, everyone? This will be my Diana jungle video, and Diana jungle, the best jungler in the game. Like I've told you, tank Diana is the top of the tier list. She is super broken, and I'm gonna show you exactly the way you should build, play on her, and the mindset you need to have to climb. So right away, we're gonna be playing in Masters MMR. For Bruins, I like Conqueror with Resolve Second, Shield Bash, Revitalize. You can go Inspiration, 3 boots as well. It's up to you. For build, Liandry's Riftmaker, Unending Despair is the core. Abyssal Jackshow is generally the go-to. You can add a few other items into the mix later on, but the first 3 items are your core. Really important play for your full clear. I prefer to just like pretty much always start solo Raptors. Solo Raptors is just really, good for Diana. You can also start, like a solo Wolf Camp, but in this game, we're going to be playing in Masters MMR. I'm going to be playing against a Rengar. So Rengar is a bit of a cheesy jungler. You always want to be careful when you play against like aggressive junglers like this. They do want to punish you. Diana jungle, tank Diana is just really OP as a scaling champion. So you do want to play pretty much towards the scaling. So really think about that. Here, we always want to kind of auto 3 times before we cast our next W. It's just important to remember this just to get the most out of her passive bonus attack speed. As you can see, when you cast a spell, you get the effect. 1, 2, 3 W, 1, 2, 3. This will help you a lot with understanding how much more damage you can get just because of this passive attack speed is actually very important. So remember that. So really good game. We have Yasuo mid. You always want to kind of play around, Diana. When is she good to play? Whenever your team is heavy AD and you have an AD mid, Diana jungle is really OP. So that's really important to remember. Yasuo, Diana, a very standard combo. Lower ranks, so don't worry too much. If you just like Diana jungle, you can play her pretty much anytime you want. So here, what I like to do is just keep autoing this. And what I like to do is just cast my Q on the blue. And then just kind of move like this, right? So don't Q the wolf there. Just auto it a bit more. And then you'll kind of clear a bit faster because of that. Same thing here. You can actually just play to kind of Q on this. And just kind of move a bit there. I did a bit early there just to be safe. Garen, I'm not sure what he's doing to me. I guess he was trying to speed up my jungle clear, but honestly, he was kind of scaring me there for a second. But yeah, you want to play around that. What's important to know is Rengar started top side. So what does that mean for his clear? He's going to start bot side. He's going to be on bot crab. I could try to contest bot side crab on him, but realistically, I was fast enough, but it was just a little weird with the Garen shenanigans. So here we always want to play towards the side we're already on. And whenever you start a jungle camp like Raptors, they always respawn at the same time, 4 minutes, right? So I'm pretty much 15 seconds away from getting my second Raptors. You always want to be here. As you can see, it's going to respawn 4 minutes. We solo Raptors, we come back at 4 minutes. Don't overspend too much time. Just play for your jungle. It's all about the farm when you play this champion. What I like to do, this first clear, it's pretty much always going to be the same. If you don't get a kill on that crab timer, then you're pretty much just going to be waiting for your next camp, which is going to be right here. Get the 2 respawns. This is going to give you that perfect base timer that you want to play for. Rengar, let him full clear. We're going to outscale him. We're pretty happy with it. Here, I'm just going to wait over the wall and just Q, E, and kind of auto this down. Here, you do have a window to maybe gank pod, but because Rengar reset, he's most likely going to get his respawn, which will respawn at 4 minutes and 20 seconds, right? Why does his Krugs Why do his Krugs spawn at 4:20 and not 4 minutes? Because he started red, and Krugs will respawn 20 seconds afterwards. They are all in here, so what I'm going to do is actually counter gank this one. Waiting for any flashes here. Beautifully done. Here we do want to push this wave out. Give her the cannon because 80 carries will cry. I guarantee you they will cry very, very hard. Just get this wave in. The rest of the CS, just grab whatever you can. Base because there's no one really here to stop the recall. We just see Rengar topside. Be careful. And look at that CS. Beautiful. And with the Resolve trade, you do want to kind of buy for your boots. I like to sell my HP bot and go refillable. And also get 1 pink ward. So now what is our goal? We want to play for Void Grubs. Grubs are very important. They're easy objective to do. And most teams are going to want to play around it. So we have 20 seconds. Honestly, that's a lot of time that I can just clear my 2 side camps out. I'm going to smite once just because I want to see if I can get my second cycle here. With this buy, if I was to fight Rengar, it should be quite one-sided, so I'm pretty okay with that. The only worry about what I'm doing is if he's instantly on it, he can cheese, but you can see our clear is actually quite fast. And we do have priorities, right? When you're doing grubs, you need to understand where is your lane priorities. I generally have priority in the top side, and mid is okay, but most importantly, I have my ultimate, so I am the priority at this point. There's no way for Rengar to be 6-2 just based off the CS. So we're able to just do this. And you want to stack them because your Diana passive can do a lot of AoE. You're worried about him maybe coming. Drop a ward here or here. You can see he's actually playing for Dragon. So this is good for me. I'm pretty happy because I think it's hard for him to even do Dragon. So I should be able to clear out the grubs and head bot side. Maybe play for my bot side too. I think he's all in, so I can definitely play around this. I'm gonna look for a base timer. What I think is Rengar is here. I could let him be where he is, but I also want to contest it because my bot side is strong. Here you can buy this, or you can actually just go Sork Boots. Honestly, like Sork Boots a lot. Depends if it's like a Merkrez game. You can go Armor Boots, but I like Merkrez or Sork Boots because even though Tank Diana is Tank Diana, she's actually damaged Diana. You do a lot of damage. And if I'm snowballing early game, Sork Boots just helps me a lot with that. He could be on this Krug, so I have to be careful. Looks like he's going for the bot gank early. I will say my team didn't respond well to that. They will die here, but I want to make sure I'm able to get just my red buff here. Most likely he ulted for that play. I'll be surprised if he actually... if Rengar was to come here. But things happen, you're balling ints, right? That's normal. Does it affect my game? Honestly, not at all, right? We just keep playing the way we want to play. We end up losing 2 camps, which does slow our game a bit, but overall, it's not the worst thing. What I'm worried about is if I try to steal his top side right now, which looks juicy, because this is all up, the enemy support Poppy can roam, and with Poppy there, I don't win. So I'm probably just going to avoid it. What we can do is actually do very good play around mid with our ultimate, just because we have this sort of advantage. And with Yasuo there, we're just very strong. Here we can heal up. And his red should be up because he looks like he didn't actually clear his red. We can see what camps he actually has up. Or, sorry, his red is up. I guess Yasuo got the kill. He hasn't cleared all his camps here. It can be really annoying the way by just stealing all this sort of jungle camps. The way he stole my jungle, with how our passive is, we can clear extremely fast. Issue is if he has any idea, he could ulti here. But it doesn't look like he has a great idea of this. Mundo is an easy kill for us. All we have to do is get on him with Garen timer. Important things, your Q is just all you have to hit. And once you hit that, you're good to go. Rengar could ulti here, so basing pretty much around the brush is a no-go. Also, we don't really have to base because how tanky we are. If he walks into this area, we should be able to win a fight. And also, I've been messing around with W max first on Diana too. I actually think it's not that bad. You can also go 3 points into Q, into W max. So I've been experimenting a bit with that. Here we see Rengar. He showed he went for my bot side instead of going for his top side, which is, you know, a good idea. And whenever you play Diana jungle, you see how I'm not really doing anything crazy. When my abilities are down, I'm kind of playing around with my cooldowns, especially like my ultimate. You really want to play around these sort of core abilities. And with my team, we don't really have priority. I just avoid, you know, confrontation, bad fights, all that kind of stuff. Here, they're probably on dragon, but I can just ward the C. Okay, it's not on dragon. Well, that's good for me, so I can just keep farming. But the name of the game is just farm, farm, farm. The goal is to get this Leandry's bite, play for void grubs, and I'm gonna base. And yes, dragons are good, but you can see the state of the game for me, this game specifically. There was no dragon angle because my bot lane kept dying on timers. I was bot side. And also my bot lane is just not that strong comparative. So now I'm very strong, so I'm happy to kind of group up here and look for a fight. And the team needs to wait for me, right? I'm a really strong champion. And I'm really strong with my ability. So I'm gonna ping my ultimate is ready. And I want to fight, right? I want to fight. I need to fight. He could be in this brush. Problem is I can't really see what's going on back there. But it looks like our team is winning without anyone there, and we have Kai's move. So here's a situation where I do have my W, but this guy's getting pretty close to killing me. Alright, no Dragon House. So now we just kind of farm and just see what's going on in the rest of the map. That was a bit dicey. I was thinking about flashing, but Ringers saw flash up. Enemy balling is really strong. They could just force a dragon. Remember, we were playing around Void Grubs, and you know what Void Grubs does really well? It helps you get tower plates, which enemy team still has more than us bot side. Oh, uh-oh. And they got first tower. Uh-oh. So we have to be really... We have to play really well if we're going to carry this game. And the most important thing is just your farm. Objectives are just like not that valuable because what you're going to notice about these sort of objectives, that's worth a kill, so I'm just going to go kill her fast. I think her flash is down. I don't know the mana cost on sort of that reflectability. But, I mean, that Mel has the base. And I do Dragon extremely fast. Yeah, and we're able to get the Dragon. We're good on the grubs. We lost the feats, but honestly, there's nothing we could do about it. We just have to keep playing our game out. CS, look for good engages with our Yasuo. This game is all about our ultimate. Bot lane could easily get Ringguard, most likely because he didn't show on Dragon. You can actually just make the assumption, deduction that he was on topside farming. So he could just go for like a topside play, which I think he would probably go for. I want Yasuo to be mid here, but he has to go bot. The Rakan here should be engaged. Damn, the double shot's too powerful. Oh, Kai'Sa just had to auto one more time. Rakan needed to just R and run up to them, and then it would have been much better. So here we're going to go into Riftmaker second. Not the target we want to go for there. Ringer's worth a lot of money, but hard to lock down. His R, the WWs, I'm not going to be able to burst him down. Rakan is not doing so hot. I'm doing well, but I have to keep playing smart. We need to make sure I can get these topside jungle camps. That play was too forced. Q flashing there was bad. I should have played slower. Quite strong versus Ringguard, but it's going to take some time. I should play around Yasuo. So I've been making some problems here. So Mundo is pretty low. Problem is if I go, I'm not going to have anyone with me. Rakan is not following me. Good news is we're actually able to get the blue there. Bad news is not able to get anything else. This Garen is supposed to, well, beat the Mundo, but it doesn't really look like it's happening. They're gonna rotate this way, which could be bad. Corki's actually rotating bot side. Can you start farming my bot side? The Yasuo, I mean, Poppy sort of counters my engage. But I was able to kind of get that off. Beautifully done, Inori. I'm back at it again. Beautiful engage. I mean, I just saw an angle where Poppy was too far away. And that's what you're looking for. Disrespect. Getting the Herald here is good. I probably should have went faster to it. You look for windows where they disrespect you and you're going to do really well this game. Playing in Masters too, so these people aren't the dumbest, but they do. And actually, they're pretty dumb. But they will give you windows, and you just have to wait for the window. Like we talked about, our deduction was really good here. We have Riftmaker. This is where we're going to get really strong. What I mean by it is just like the fact that we're able to kind of get tanky now, which is something we're lacking. Armin MR is going to stack really well into it, mixed damage comp. And that should help us greatly with priority in lanes. She didn't steal my Krugs. Working no barrier, but it's all about the flash that you want to track. I don't really have a window to do much, right? So I could hover here on Corki, kind of trolling maybe, going for bot side. Or nobody defends here. We have Heralds, we can double push the lane too. Hit no, because this game should be free. We can double push here, maybe get the second outer, which would be worth it in this situation. I'm not showing because I think maybe Rengar could pop out. And then we can get another kill, but Rengar's not going to show, so we're just going to get this tower. Diana does it really quickly. Our goal is going to be to kill Corki if he comes. I can chunk them down. If he flashes on me, it's fine. Beautiful. Disrespect. Don't know where Rengar is, so the best we can do is just pot up here and then do the dragon. Play very slow. The goal is always to play for yourself. I was willing to let Garen die there, but hitting 1Q kind of chunks a champion like that. And the thing with Corki is he's actually messing up his combo, right? He's messing up his Valkyrie, which is his gap close. And if you pull him in after it, it's very good. But once you hit that R, you're pretty much guaranteed to kill people. I'll be surprised if he walks in here. That's crazy. Like we talked about, I need to get tanky. If I get tanky here, I'm pretty much good to go. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We want to get this item first because it just gives you... This item, Legion, is probably the most broken component in the game. Also switch to Red Trinket. Just because it gives you so much value on 1100 gold. Sometimes I wonder if just buying this and leaving it as it is worth it. It might be. Like if they nerf Unending, but they leave this item being strong, I might just keep this component and then just go into whatever next items we want to build. So here you want to control vision. There isn't really much to farm. Otacon is coming up. Looking for picks. Mel is dead. We can definitely go for a more aggressive position, but On is just not anywhere to be found. Fighting here is really good if we get a kill. Garen's applying a lot of pressure. This guy's very cocky. It makes me wonder if Rengar's here, which could be good. Looks like Rengar was bot side. Just get the Otacon here. If he comes, we kill him. Garen's applying really good pressure, getting him ahead. You can see how, you know, eventually your team, they could easily become useful. The Garen has proven himself to be useful afterwards. And it's not like I invested much into him. I helped him when it was good for me. That's the thing that's going to help you climb and get better at the game, is helping people when it's good for you. Helping people when it's bad for you is going to lose you a lot of your games. I think a lot of players struggle with that the most, especially as a jungler. You really want to help people because it's really bad. It feels bad when your team's like doing poorly. I could easily kill her here. Sneaking into the brush would be really good. We'll see how strong we are. Should kill her. You do a lot of damage, and that's why I'm saying you're really not a real tank. You're pretty much a carry. You're like a bruiser. An AP bruiser is the way I would sort of describe it. And this component just makes you so beefy. I feel like they're not actually nerfing this, which is kind of crazy. It just has so much value. If he jumps on me, my W is pretty much maxed out now. It gives you insane shield. And I Q randomly just to give myself attack speed. Do not want to push here. I have so much money. The way I would close out this game is to just base after this cam, buy my item, and look for fights in their jungle, preferably. They could try to cancel my reset here, but he's kind of far. Now this is where you want to decide on, do you want components like this? Enemy team is more AD heavy than AP. So I'll probably want to go into like an armor item. You can easily go into like a Zhonya's here, which is a pretty standard AP build. And I just don't think Mel is going to be much of a threat, so I'm not going to itemize for her yet. Zhonya's will give me good damage as well. But you can kind of see this game is slowly turning into a very one-sided game. But you can see it could have easily have gone the other way too, right? So you have to be careful about how you play. Don't really want to go on her. Ringar's dead, Poppy's dead. Oh, I messed that up. Have to flash here. That was a bit of a mistake there. Honestly, could have killed two people. I keep getting rooted randomly. Kind of messes up my idea of what I'm trying to do. Honestly, should have just went on the Poppy earlier. I'm super strong. I could have just killed Corky. But I was playing too aggressive anyways. I don't have my team around. We could have just kept pushing too. Game is fine. We lose a dragon, but we aren't gonna really need it. This game will not go to Dragon Soul. It's most likely gonna be ended or finished in a few... probably the Baron. Just because we have engaged and we're really, really annoying to play against. We just dive them if they try to defend. And they don't really have good champs. Except for Poppy. Here I'm not even going to go red. I'm just going to go straight top side. You're allowed to make a few mistakes, but if I made another big mistake, it could really hurt your opportunity to carry games. So you have to avoid the mistakes that are too often. I'm surprised no one's even watching the side that they could literally just walk to. I need Kaiser here too. I just want to burn it down. You should die to that Q. And I'm just going to slowly wither these people down. There's no match against my superiority. Different. Built different in every way possible. The tankiness is no match. Just take it really slow with your ultimate. You have so much time to cast ultimate, you can just get on top of them once they sort of use abilities. Don't really feel rushed to do anything. Here, you could go for a lot of items. I'm probably going to go for the AP Void Staff item just because they could stack MR like the Mundo. Abyssal Mass is good, but the enemy team is really not that AP. Jack Show can be good, but the enemy team is just really weak. I'm extremely strong right now, so I'm just going to walk into their area and try to pressure here. Here, I'm just going to ult right away. Could try to run, but missing Q, you don't want to E there. Miss Q, do not E. Unless you can just run them down. Well, that's still quite long. You can always Q to minions too, remember. It's an option. But our goal is to just kind of break all the towers here. No W on Mel is pretty big. I'm surprised they're trying to fight us here. What if it's warded? Even with half health, I think we just kill them. We'll see if he ulties here. See if Rengar's here too. I'm gonna ulti here, Zanya's. Ooh, the Poppy W was still up. That was my mistake there. A bit of a blunder. Wonder if I do need a more. The Mel poking me down. Probably, actually. So here you can go Abyssal Mass or Jack Show, depending on what you like. This game, I'll probably just go Abyssal Mass. Good thing about Abyssal Mass, it amplifies the damage they take. So 12% more damage is just pretty much a damage item. So I wasn't really thinking she was going to hurt me, but it could become an issue where I'm taking a lot of damage. You have to be careful. Poppy W will just reject my engage. So my mistake. I didn't wait it out. I thought I did wait it out, but there is a bit of a delay. Before, oh my god, a perfect 1,000 damage. This looks good. I should probably stop hitting people so I could keep it at 1,000. Probably not. They're on Dragon, but we can easily play for fight afterwards. I don't have Zonians, which is unlucky. I'm not going to win like that. Just fighting them on mid is good here because I do have flash for my engage. I don't know why we didn't just go on her here. Oh, Rengar's dead. We don't have Yasuo ulti, so that's something we do want to pay attention to. But we are just going to wither them down. Keep poking with Qs. You have a lot of mana. Actually one-shots him. Floppy just kind of counters my ability to go in there. The issue, I'm looking for an engage, but we used Yasuo ulti already, so we have to wait on that. We got Baron at 10, so we can just do the Baron here. Reset, then fight. Honestly, if they walk into us, it's much better. For example, them coming here, it's really good. I can actually see Rengar's up here. And then we just get the Baron. If we don't want to waste our ultimate on the Baron, or I'm gonna have a really sick engage right after this when we go down mid. We just have to not waste anything on. This is that CC, by the way. I'm just getting perma-rooted or what? Oh, I messed up. Oh. So sad, man. Whatever, I'm just gonna go in here. Oh, we won. Oh, I wanted to force it so bad. Whatever. Tank Diana, very OP. Hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Good luck on the game. Good luck on the climb. I'll see you guys next time.